Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is Sunday, the 23rd of July 2023, and this is your morning message tarot reading. So, we've got a lot going on astrologically today, and we've got the moon starting off in Virgo. It's going to form an opposition to Neptune in Pisces, and then an Earth trine to Pluto in Capricorn before moving into Libra, where it's going to make a sextile to the Sun that has just moved into Leo. We have both Venus and Chiron stationing retrograde today. Venus retrograding in Leo until the 3rd, until the 4th from the UK, the 4th of September. And Chiron stationing retrograde in Aries, stationing until the 26th of, retrograded until the 26th of December. We have the Sun going into Leo, and then we also have Mercury squaring Uranus. So, God, I can't read what I've put in here. We're releasing old parts of ourselves for soul level transformation, bringing us back into balance at our core identity, our core of who we are. We're slowing down with the 2 retrograde energies and pausing. When planets station retrograde and station direct, it's a pause and a portal as we go into those energies. With the Sun moving into Leo, we're stepping away from being in our feelings and emotions and intuition from the month of the Sun in Cancer, and we're moving into our expression, being much more sort of centre stage. It's all about us shining our light, stepping into our power. And we could receive information or communications or have conversations which trigger us into challenging conflict that eventually bring breakthrough. Could be breakdown to breakthrough. So there's a lot going on for a Sunday. So take care of yourself. Let's do some cards and see what the cards have to say for today. So let's have the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And let's have, what do we want? Let's have the light seers. Put my glasses out the way for a moment. And let's see, what do we need to know for today? What do we need to know for today, Sunday, the 23rd of July, 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, let's see. Okay, at the bottom of the... Not for you. Okay, with not for you, we have peace. Okay, and we have building blocks. Okay, so not for you. It's normally the universe protecting us from something. It's normally rejection, protection, redirection. So maybe we were veering onto a course that wasn't right for us. Maybe we were trying to rush ahead, doing things when we're not quite ready for it. Okay, and it wouldn't have worked out as we wanted if we'd gone down that avenue, so to speak. The key is to come to peace, to be centered, to be calm, to pause. You know what I was saying about that that stationing energy today. Come into peace, and then we're going to be building slowly, brick by brick, possibly in a new direction. But we need to come to peace. We need to do the pause first. We need to see where we are We need to reassess things. As we move into the retrograde period, we're going to be reviewing, reflecting, redirecting our energies, re-examining ourselves and things. Not Mercury, Chiron is the planet of the energy of the wounded healer. It's about the wounds we bring into our life from past lives and things like that, things we're here to work on. With it retrograding in Aries, it's all about who we are. So we're being slowed down to examine who we are. Are we acting and living from a wounded place? What do we need to heal within ourselves? And then with the Venus energy, Venus retrograding in Leo, it's all about our self-worth, being in our power, our self-esteem, self-confidence, knowing ourselves, our self-love, our values, our financial, material concerns and things like that. So these are big areas, big fundamental parts of who we are that we're reviewing and reflecting and reanalyzing and all the re's for the next few months. So yeah, it looks to me like there's healing work to be done before we can move forward. So let's ask the tarot and see what the tarot has to add to this energy. So let's see, what do we need to know for today, Sunday the 23rd of July 2023. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? And I've just had a flash of something I'm learning at the moment. Haven't even dealt the cards yet. Okay, so where do we find ourselves? Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, giving and taking. Again, that's very much Venus energy, about sort of, you know, how we give, how we share, how we connect out in the world, but also how we receive. If we're not open to receptivity and receiving, then, you know, it interferes with our giving as well. Because I see it very much like the infinity symbol, this flow between ourselves and the world around us and other people and God and Gaia and everything. Okay, so we're being asked about our reciprocity. Going into the past, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Below us, we've got the Lovers. Above us, we've got the Strength card. Now, the Strength card came out in that position yesterday as well, I seem to remember. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. Clarifiers, we've got the Nine of Cups. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff about the 3D world here. Okay, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it's very much about the building blocks, how we're building our life. Okay, at the bottom we've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Nine of Wands, and we've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got Justice, and the Four of Wands. I can see the story. Okay, so where we find ourselves today, the Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, how we give and how we receive, and whether that's in balance, or whether we've got wounds around that make us unable to receive, or unable to give, or we overgive. These are some of the things we need to be looking at today. Okay, going into the past, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and I really love the Seven of Pentacles in this deck. We've got this little plant here. It's only small above the surface, but when we look at the root structure underneath, it's got a really developed root structure, much bigger than the plant is above the surface, and the roots are connected to the Seven Pentacles. Okay, building firm foundations, strong roots, But also what I love about this card as well is this guy in the card is actually giving Reiki or healing to the plant, nurturing your plans and your ideas, sending and giving healing energy to grow our plants and our plans and our ideas and our inspirations and things like that. And what's the word I'm looking for? It's the healing. I'm getting a message about Chiron with this, and it's like healing sort of any blockages, any old wounds and things like that, so that we could grow ourselves stronger. Our foundation, we have the Lovers card. So the Lovers used to be called the Choice. So we may be at a decision point about where we want to go, who we think we are. Maybe there's options showing up and sort of you're making decisions about things. For me, also the Lovers card is about balancing the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us. Again, more healing stuff. So that's our foundation. Our job here today is about healing and balancing ourselves. Above the message and the support from Spirit is the Strength card again. This is also the Leo card. We're moving into those Leo energies. We've got the Sun, we've got Venus, we've got Mercury, all in Leo at the moment. So yeah, there's a lot of Leo energy. And Leo is about connecting to our inner power, our solar plexus. And I said yesterday about this whole retrograde is about connecting the solar plexus and the heart chakra energies. You know, power without compassion, without love, is often ends up being an abuse of power and control over others. Power connected to love, connected to compassion, is about empowering ourselves with others. And I'm very much getting that energy coming through about this retrograde. So we're connecting in with our inner power, our inner selves, our inner strength. Okay, and that's going to be a big focus of the next few months as well. The energy we're moving into, the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is about learning something new, doing something new. In this deck with the two mandalas, I see it, and the way it is holding the mandala over this area, over the heart, the throat and the solar plexus, bringing those energies into balance. Our inner power, our love and compassion and things like that, and our expression, okay, all working together, coming back to centre. And the fact that this figure is stood in the centre of a mandala, coming back to centre, coming back to our core self, coming back to peace, balancing those energies. Okay, the clarifiers are, we've got the Nine of Cups. So at this pausing and portal day, we can set intentions of what it is we want to learn, want to heal about ourselves. How do we want to use these retrograde energies? And I will be doing two separate readings for the retrograde energies, possibly later today, but they'll be coming up pretty soon. One for Venus retrograde and one for Chiron retrograde, specifically about those energies. So we're wanting to set intentions. What is it we want to heal, we want to balance, we want to redo over the retrograde period times. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Are we building something that's going to give us stability and security, firm foundations? You know, we've got this Seven of Pentacles here, moving on to the Ten of Pentacles. When this plant is grown, it grows into through the 8, through the 9 of Pentacles to the 10. So from the 7, the patience, the firm foundations and the roots, taking in all the nutrients and everything we need. The 8th of Pentacles, doing the work, day in, day out. The Nine of Pentacles, developing that self-confidence, that independence in ourselves, and also within relationships. Again, I was talking about this yesterday as well within the reading with the Nine of Pentacles, about that interdependence, that sort of two energies, giving and taking in balance, not being too independent and separate within a relationship, but also not being the other extreme of codependent, having that independent energy, interdependent energy, that flow, that reciprocity being manifested. Okay, so we're building something concrete, we're building a new life. Okay, and there's no rush. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here, the Queen of Velvet waiting, the Earth Mother, nurturing ourselves, taking care of our physical needs. If there was one of the queens that I would associate with Venus energy, it would be the Queen of Pentacles, the earthly delights, the physicality, the senses, being in the body, our inner resources, material resources and things, our comforts, very, very much the Queen of Pentacles. So that's what we're looking to set the intentions for. What do we want to create? What does that look like in our physical life, and how can we build it? In the subconscious, what's going on beneath the surface, in the shadows and things like that. We've got the Page of Wands. So an inspiration comes up from this. When we come to stand still and we stop and we're at peace and we tune in and we receive the guidance and the wisdom, it sparks the inspiration. Okay, which moves us on to the Nine of Wands here. Having firm boundaries, what's us, what's not us. And being in balance, the internal strength and the outer strength, not defending against our vulnerabilities, in behind a guarded front, the mask, that's what I'm thinking. So a part of this Venus retrograde is about removing the mask. Leo energy can often be about the mask of the performer. And all of us, you know, from childhood, have been wearing masks. So we get the love, so we get the approval. So that, you know, because we need the love, we need the approval to feel safe. So that we don't feel abandoned and rejected in our families and things like that. So from a very early age, we learn to wear a mask that is acceptable. It's acceptable in our families, it's acceptable in society. This Venus retrograde in Leo is about removing the mask and stepping into a more genuine, authentic self, knowing who you are, who the genuine, authentic self is, healing the part of you that is hidden, or you're scared of that, of standing in your own power, standing in your own truth, standing in the I am of Aries energy. The Nine of Wands wants us to have boundaries without borders. Okay, so we can flow with that energy, with the world, without hiding and pushing people away. We can be in balance, our inner strength and the outer strength working together. And if any of you that have listened to me watched me for a while will know with the Nine of Wands, it's the inner and the outer strength. And if internally we're not very strong, if we haven't got that strength within us, then it's very easy for the world, other people, etc., to overwhelm us and flatten us, okay, make us retreat. The other way is if we're too egotistical, like a bull in a china shop, then we can railroad our way through life and, you know, try and control others, being very egotistical, all the sort of lower vibrations of that Leo power energy. The key is to balance the inner and the outer strength and to be in flow with the universe. And I'm just thinking, coming back to this Six of Pentacles again, and that give and take and that balance. It's interesting that often in the strength card, and I just need to put my glasses on to see if that is her tattoo. Yes, she's got the infinity symbol as a tattoo here. Often in the strength card, you've got that infinity symbol, that reciprocity, that give and take, and that flow with the universe. So that's what we're developing. Messages of love coming in from the Knight of Cups. This is, you know, sort of when we make that declaration, we set that intention to do the work. The universe responds by bringing us gifts and magic and little messages to show that we're on the right track, and supports us and helps us in our work. Okay. And then we come to the Justice card. Well, this is the moon moving into Libra. This is freedom, this is justice, this is social justice, this is balancing the scales, karmic readjustment, balancing ourselves in relationship to other people. Remember yesterday we had the cardinal ground cross with the nodes moving into the Aries Libra axis, the me versus the we, the balance of me versus we, and how we cooperate and how we're in that flow with others, not being overwhelmed and not overwhelming others, and being able to have boundaries and state and know who we are and who we aren't. Okay, and so we're working with that at this portal time, with some of this energy carried on from yesterday as well. And then we've got the Four of Wands, the 1111 portal card. As I've already said in this reading, you know, these stationing days are portals where the energy changes direction and we move from one reality into another. So we do the work, we show up, and we start creating the new. And sometimes, yesterday we had the Tower come up. Sometimes we have to start with the destruction before we can create the new. Maybe stuff came up yesterday for you, which was the destructing energy, the blasting away, so that you can lay new foundations and build and create a new life that is more you, that is more the genuine, authentic you. So that's your reading for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell wherever it is for notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Oops. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching. Drop my thing.